Okay, all right. We're also live in Twitter. We're actually live in Twitter. We're also live in YouTube and in Facebook. Hello, 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 everyone. I think we're actually live in Twitter Spaces today. Thank you for all joining. Kayo ba ay nakikinig sa Twitter because you'd like to learn about cryptocurrency trading o do you know na meron din akong live, no? I also have a live in YouTube. So if you're actually in Twitter right now, feel free to join me in YouTube as well. And I'm actually also streaming live in Facebook, no? Our topic for today is about the next big risk at kung ano-ano ba ang mga dapat natin i-consider bilang isang cryptocurrency trader on this upcoming Bitcoin bullish move. All right, I'm actually sharing my screen. If you're actually in Twitter right now, you can also join me in my streaming in my YouTube channel, no? All right, so at the end of the topic, gusto kong malaman natin na number one, we need to be able to understand ano ba yung mga risk na pwede nating ma-consider by 2022 and then up until 2035. No, it's important that from a 2035 perspective, kung ikaw ay isang tatay, nanay o magulang, you understand ano ba ang mga bagay na kailangan nating matutunan when we're actually factoring our next steps, no? Type number one, if you're actually a father or a mother and ikaw ay very, very considerate, no? Sa tinatawag nating risks. Ano ba yan? Risk na yan. I-discuss ko sa iyo yan today because ako bilang tatay, no? Marami akong kino-consider na risk, guys. As a parent, as a father, as a individual, I consider a lot of risk in this new world of cryptocurrency. I consider a lot of issues. Hindi lang tayo magtatalakay today about cryptocurrency pero tatalakayin ko sa inyo ngayon ano ba ang mga risk na kino-consider ni Miranda Miner para ma-chart niya yung kanyang mga next steps by right now up until 2035. Sino ba sa inyo dito ang 2035 ang utak? No, sino sa inyo dito ang yung tipong you've actually been planning already by 2035? Okay? So type number one kung ang utak mo is 2035 o ang utak mo is by 2022 pa lang. So hindi mo na kailangan mag-isip ano ba yung kailangan mo i-consider because at this particular show, I will tell you, by the way guys, we're actually live in Twitter already, no? If you're actually in Twitter, you can join and click on my space, no? I currently am streaming live as well in Twitter under the cryptocurrency Bitcoin risk spaces. No, we're gonna be doing this in Twitter as well. And of course, live din tayo in YouTube and in Facebook. So maraming salamat sa inyo, no? Okay, so hindi mo na kailangan mag-isip ano ba yung 2035 plan. I will tell you 5 different important risks na kailangan mo i-consider no para maging effective ang iyong cryptocurrency life bilang isang magulang, bilang isang ama, bilang isang anak, bilang isang breadwinner in the family. Ito yung mga steps na kailangan mo i-consider for you to become an effective and successful and multi-millionaire person. No? Sino ba dito ang gusto maging multi-millionaire? If you'd like to be a multi-millionaire, please retweet or share my space share this YouTube, like this YouTube, share this Facebook. I'm going to share to you 5 different important issues na kailangan mong i-consider para maging multi-millionaire ka. Because at this point, guys, bilang isang tatay, for example, ako, meron akong 4 na taong anak, meron akong 10 taong anak, I need to think of their future. You know, dapat ang utak natin, ano ba ang magiging future ng anak ko by the next 15 years? Hindi tayo pwedeng at this point tayo yung alam mo yon, tayo yung trader na we're only within this month, we're within this year. Dapat ang utak natin 15 years from now. No, I'm going to let you guys know couple of things, no? Couple of things na kailangan mong malaman. Of course, if you're listening in Twitter, can you guys comment if you're also listening in Twitter, can you also comment in YouTube kung malinaw ang audio ko? Okay, can you guys confirm if malinaw ang audio ni Miranda Miner, no? Okay? So, another thing I'd like to confirm to you guys is ano ba yung nangyari sa mga TA natin kahapon. So, we had a 20 coin TA yesterday. May mga kumagat ba dyan? May mga naghantay ba? No, did you earn? No? Ang dami na nag-comment sa Twitter ko kanina, nagsipag-earn sila. Even myself, I also earned because of the TA yesterday, no? Okay, sabi ni Christopher, very clear ang audio, thank you. Sabi ni Chris, very clear ang audio, thank you, thank you. Alright, so sabi ni Sweet, pinag-iisip pa ba kayo ni Coach? Aha moment na kaagad. Hit like na yan. Sige, like na yan. And guys, please share our Twitter handle para marami pa tayo matulungan. We're going to do Twitter Spaces every day na po. We're gonna be doing Twitter Space every day. We're gonna be live in Facebook. We're gonna be live in YouTube. Okay, ang medyo hassle lang sa Twitter, you cannot see my screen. No, it's really gonna be spaces to talk about, no. So ano ba yung mga issues na yan? I'm gonna be talking about that in a few. Give me 5 minutes, I will go a rundown of our announcements. Buhay pa din po ang ating TikTok Road to 20,000. Kung kailangan mo ng pera, kailangan mo ng pamasko. Kailangan mo ng magandang regalo. You want to win 10,000, tiisin mo na yung hiya mo, di ba? Ka na mahiya. Dance your way to 20,000 pesos. Please follow the instructions on your screen. Kung ikaw ay TikTok creator, TikTokeris ka, sumali ka na. We're gonna be boosting our TikTok audience, no? 20,000 pesos cash prize in store for you. All right, next. And of course, next natin, no, mabilis lang to guys, no, before I go with my topic. If you're actually new in this cryptocurrency world, welcome din po sa inyo, no? And by the way, ang dami kong nakitang bago sa live natin today. Welcome to the people. Welcome to the new people, new traders na kaka-tune in lang sa ating YouTube. And welcome din sa mga tao na nasa sa Twitter. Maganda raw yung audio dyan. Very good. And then maganda rin daw yung audio in Facebook. So thank you. All right. So if you're new to this channel, please try to trade using Bitget. You'll get 10% trading bonus if you sign up and create an account for them. And of course, you have a chance to win $630 of rewards. If you're gonna be writing or you're gonna be not writing, but you're gonna be trading and marami ka namang pangtaya, kunin mo na to, $630 potential income for you and bonus for you. Of course, thank you to BingBon, ang ating official sponsor in the Elite University at Global MirandaMiner. Maraming salamat. And of course, in our upcoming classes, guys, beginner class, November 12 to 19, batch 18, November 13 to 20 is batch 19, and November 26 and December 3 is our batch 20. Alam mo guys, yung intermediate class natin, mapupuno na to. You need to make sure magpa-reserve ka na dito because it looks like baka mag-open pa ako ng isang class. No? Mapupuno to tingin ko kasi ang dami ng interesado sa beginner class kanina. Which reminds me, congratulations to the new graduates, no? The new graduates of our beginner class, type number 1. Kung ikaw ay part ng ating mga new graduates, congratulations to Team MirandaMiner Millionaires, the MirandaMiner 3Ms, Team Bawi, Team October Feast, and Team Plado. No? Thank you sa inyo. And looking forward na marami kayo natutunan from our particular class. Natutuwa ako because ang dami na nating opportunity to share because ang dami rin naka-tune in sa Twitter natin. Thank you guys. Thank you. Nakikita ko si Sweet dito, naka-tune in din sa Twitter. Grabe. Really can't. Alam mo yun, sobrang salamat sa suporta, no? Okay? And of course, okay, if you're also new to my channel, please download Spotify. You could also find me in Spotify. Lahat po ng ating Miranda Miner Real Talk Friday is naka-upload na po in Spotify as in form of an audio. Yan. So ang ating pinaka-latest is you are cheap. What is your price tag? Do not put any price, do not allow anyone to put a price tag on you. Huwag kang papayag na someone is creating a price tag on you. Huwag kang papayag, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's important that we as a trader, alam po natin yung worth natin. No, alam natin ang worth natin, and at the same time, we know how much are we worth. Nako, pakinggan mo yan. Napakagandang Real Talk Friday niyan. Okay? And of course, ito na. Ito na yung ating topic for today, no? I wanna give you 5 important risks, no? Kailangan mong malaman. And sino ba si Miranda Miner? How does he know these things, no? I mean, how come he has some level of information? Sino ba yung source niya? And of course, I was able to share all of this to you in the past. Ano ba yung ating background, no? And if you're new to our channel, I'd like to tell you what are our qualifications. Now, of course, we are a humble content creator. But before tayo naging content creator, we have had an opportunity to manage a big company. I was actually managing a total of almost 70 to 75 million dollars, year over year revenue, no? From a portfolio perspective, we're actually managing companies, big companies. I'm actually contracting different companies to be serviced by our company. I'm in charge with contract negotiations, P&L, exposed po tayo dyan. We've been traveling to many parts of the world because of our work, no? So alam po natin ito when we talk about depreciation, inflation, deflation, economics, kung ano-ano pa, we know we have an idea for all of those. And of course, yung ating source of information literature is mas naging malawak po yung ating kaalaman dahil nga sa exposure natin on managing a multi-million dollar business. Kung sa Pilipino, magkano ba yung $75 million, di ba? That's almost 3 billion pesos, di ba? Sino ba naman ang mag-manage ng 3 billion pesos? I mean, it should be someone na kailangan mapagkakatiwalaan. No? And I'm very humbled, and to God be the glory, because He has given me an opportunity to become very successful in what I do, and I used to be a VP of operations sa isang malaking company in the past. So because of this, I'm going to give you guys a couple of my research and a couple of the things na kino-consider natin that can potentially impact the risk, risk of the economies, no? Medyo magko-contrarian view ako ngayon. Kasi karamihan ng mga ekonomista, and again, they have their own right, they're the economist. Ako naman ay simpleng content creator. One of the many things na gusto kong maisip natin, no, bilang isang magulang is the impact of deflation. Parang kakaiba yan, Miranda Miner. Parang at some point, 'di ba, sinasabi mo lagi inflation. 'Di ba? Inflation, bakit ngayon deflation ang sinasabi mo? One of the many things na gusto kong maunawaan mo today bilang listener ko is that ang problema natin over the next 10, 20, 30 years is deflation. Inflation is here to stay. And economically, kung ako ay isang estudyante, tinuturuan kasi ang mga kolehiyo ng mga college students on how to fight inflation. No? Inflation is obviously yung pagtaas ng goods and services, yung amount na yan. And the way that the economies are built is to fight inflation, is to fight and so not to fight but rather mitigate inflation. The government needs to do everything in its power para gumawa sila ng system kung saan they're going to regulate the price of goods and services. Number one, by creating policy and monetary policy and fiscal policies and monetary policies. For example, I would like to control the price of fuel. I would like to control the price of bisyo. I would like to control the price of goods, no? For example, yan. So what will they do, no? Of course, they would rather regulate or they will deregulate. When I was very young, one of the very famous law back then was the law of deregulating fuel prices. For me, in my own opinion, one of the worst act of Congress na ginawa. And I believe, in my opinion, ang dami pong under the table dyan. Why would you pass a law that will deregulate the price of the fuel? Ngayon po wala tayong laban. No, if Petron or Shell or any company would actually try to say, you know what, Taas namin ng 62 pesos ang per liter ng gas, ano tayong magagawa? Because we're deregulated. Number two, they created a what you call a stock market for energy consumption or WESM. No, they created that. Okay, now we can my audio. Just give me a second. Okay, so now we can already create um, a deregulated or a deregulated stock market for energy or electricity. I mean, for crying out loud, why will the government create? Why will they create an act or a law that will decentralize the control of energy consumption or energy prices? Okay, ano pa ang pinagagawa ng mga gobyerno natin? I just want to give you some level of information. When we are very young, all of us, the government sold Petron to a private institution. You guys don't know, I don't know if you know, maybe bata pa kayo, no? But you know that Petron used to be a Philippines-owned fuel company. So what the government did, okay, what the government did was they sold, no, they sold what you called, they sold Petron to a private company. So what happened? Wala na tayong sariling control on our gasoline prices. Another one, okay, Philippine Airlines used to be a a publicly owned airline. Binenta kay Lucio Tan. Okay, we have a lot of properties, but when there was an administration change, people made a decision to sell these types of companies. These types of companies were sold into the private institutions, and right now wala na po tayong habol sa ating mga price of goods. Now, but what is the relevance of that to our topic? Ladies and gentlemen, the problem over the next couple of years will be deflation. Coach, seryoso ka ba? Bakit deflation? Why are you saying it's deflation? Parang contra-intuitive naman yan. So let me explain to you why I think deflation or lowering of the prices of goods should be what we will prepare for. Okay? At some aspect, everyone focuses on inflation, pero si MirandaMiner will give you insights why do I think deflation is one thing that we need to prepare for. You need to remember you are the breadwinner today. Why will deflation potentially impact you in the long run? Okay guys, walang politics in the chat room ha. I don't have any politics here. I'm just providing context. Context in terms of how, okay, in terms of how do I think we need to manage our next 10, 5, 15 years. Okay, number one, what is deflation? Deflation is the way that goods and services, the price will go down. Wow. Wow, coach, paano bababa ang goods and services? There are 5 different factors na kailangan mong paghandaan over the next 15 years that will drive and spell the prices to go down. Number 1, sulat mo to, DNA sequencing. DNA sequencing. Okay, i-refresh daw yung browser. Okay?